Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome. My name is Tristan and this is Captain's Vlog. I know it's been a long time since I last posted a video, but I've been focusing on other things. As some of you may or may not know, I was doing some studies in order to get a bigger captain's license. Now I spent some time in the UK, in a college in the UK, and very happy to say that I passed the oral exam for the Master 3000 ticket. Now, for those of you that don't know what that means, to put it in perspective, AWOL, the boat that I'm on captain on now, weighs 308 gross tons, and this new license allows to 3,000 gross tons. So in other words, I can now captain vessels that are 10 times the size of Motor Yacht AWOL. It's been a long time coming. It's been years and years and years in the making. Lots of sea time, studies, courses, exams, written exam, and then finally the oral exam. So I finally reached where I wanted to be. So it's a big relief, if anything. Had a big celebration with my family back in the UK, and just want to thank everybody for their support. Not only the followers of the channel, but internally within the management of the boat, and my family and friends as well. So thank you guys so much. So a question I'm getting asked a lot is what's happening with me in terms of my job on board AWOL. I have no intention of leaving. As some of you already know, I've been with the owner for many years now, and for me it's always been about the people, not the size of the boat. AWOL is for sale, it's not sold yet, so we're gonna go according to plan, which is continue with our season, getting the boat ready, and just keeping up with the maintenance, keeping up with the certificates, and so on and so forth. Now, as the title of this video suggests, some of you may know or may not know that last year we underwent a very big paint job in Viareggio in Italy. We were in the yard for 7 months. We stripped the entire exterior of the vessel down and we completely repainted it. And then we launched the boat in April, May time last year. We began our season. About halfway through the season, we had an incident on board, which resulted in us knocking another vessel whilst we were docking, causing damage to the brand new paint job. So at the moment, we have the painters on board. They are doing the repair. I'm gonna show you guys shortly what it is they're doing. It's all being masked up. They've done the sanding process, the fitter process, and they're going to start the primer, then the base coat, and then the clear coats. So I just want to give you guys a quick tour of what it is exactly that they are doing here on board the mighty Motor Yacht AWOL. But before we do go and check it out, I want to thank today's sponsor, Aqua Banners. Now, Aqua Banners, they supply awesome inflatables, not only for super yachts but also for hotel resorts. If you have a beach bar, you want some inflatables, they do sunbeds, they do swimming pools, they do slides, all the really cool inflatable stuff that we all want on board these beautiful yachts and super yachts and mega yachts and giga yachts. Now, whilst I was at the Düsseldorf boat show in Germany, I managed to go and visit them. I had a good sit down with Mark Anastasia, who's the founder. They honestly have some great products, and I'm really proud to be a part of the team and watch them grow, because they're still relatively new, but Mark, the founder, has a lot of experience with inflatables. So I put a link in the description, so if you are looking for anything or you're just interested, honestly, go and check them out because they got some really cool stuff. Let's crack on with it. So guys, as you can see, they've masked it all up. They've got all the plastic out. Here, so you know, this is a heater, right? And they've got a filter here, so they're pumping warm air to keep the temperature of the surface up and the air temperature up as well. And the reason they're using this filter is to eliminate any contamination that may go inside the paint booth or the area that they're painting. So to minimize any dust that may then, settle on the freshly painted surface. So ideally what they want to do is maintain a certain temperature between a minimal temperature and a maximum temperature, and they're also monitoring the humidity level as well. Make our way further down, you can see they put the tenting here to stop all the dust from spreading. Furthermore, we've been having some warranty works done on the paint. You can see here what they've done on this surface. We had a bit of dust contamination, and we didn't have time to have it repaired in time of the 2019 season. So we waited. They come on board. What they've sanded with a wet sand to get rid of any kind of dust. Then they've used a cutting compound, and then a polishing, and then finally a sealant. So now there's not a single sign of any kind of contamination in the dried paint. So they've done a very good job with that. So really happy with that. Let's go and check out the other side and see how we're looking down on the starboard side on the main deck. Again, you can see they've put all the plastic protection here. We built the scaffolding here where the painters can access here. And you can see the piping there, that's for the ventilation, so they can suck the air out and pump it outside through a filtration system. The scaffolding was all been approved by the health and safety manager of the shipyard, and you can see it's completely sealed. So no air going in and out, and we just have a quick look. Yeah, completely sealed. You've got a double in and out there, one entrance and then the second entrance. So really eliminating any kind of contamination or dust that may go into the paper. We really want to minimise that. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about in regards to the incident, we do have a video on it. I'll put a link just here, so go and click on it and watch that, and you'll see I'll give a full breakdown of what happened. We were basically docking the vessel in Porto Rotondo in Sardinia, and we got a number of our fenders caught on the ground line of the vessel next door, causing the boat to swing in and knocking the vessel on our starboard side, causing damage to both their vessel and to our vessel. More importantly, nobody was hurt. The damage wasn't extreme, but still to a point where we had to have a proper tent set up to get it all repaired. And you can see also back here, we're having some work done on the transom door, the garage door in certain areas. You notice we had down here in this corner, we had a bit of cracking. So they've chipped all that out, and going to do some filler in there, wait for it to cure, then they'll do a sand, they'll then do another cleaning, primer, 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of base coat, and 2 coats of clear coat once that's done. Now the thing is, what you need to understand, what's important to understand with GRP boats is that they do flex, bend, so no matter how a great job you do, over time these vessels will get little cracks and fractures. It's not structural, it's just because it's flexing and bending all the time. There's nothing you can do about that. Here also you can see we had additional little crack there which they've chipped down. That's going to be all filled out as well, again with the primer, base coat, and then the clear coat. Now while we do have the garage door open, you can see here, what you can see is that this is for the locking pin to keep the garage door closed. You can see the bushing here on the bottom part here is worn out where the pin is actually going in. So what we have to do is it's actually causing issues with the pin and with the hydraulics. We're having to reposition the pins, which are here. In the future job, once the paint's done, we're going to reposition these slightly out of the way, sorry, further up, so they actually the pin can close properly the door, because over time it's causing some damage. But anyway, that's another job once they've finished here on the paint. So that's the update on what's happening with the paint job. We'll go upstairs quickly. So here again, you can see they've done some masking here. All they've been doing is this area. You can see what they've done here. This has been sanded, but we had some dust. You can see some dust here, then the camera will pick it up. some dust particles here. So this will need to be sanded right back, and then they'll have to then compound it and polish it the same as they did on the fore part of the vessel on the bow as well. They're protecting the tables here. Again, we had a similar issue around here with slight bits of paint, but once it's all finished, it's going to be looking really prim and proper. I think it looks amazing already, but these are all tiny little details that you could barely see, and only see with a certain amount of sunlight. But again, it's a Super Yacht standard, and they came, it's under warranty, so very happy with that. So thank you to the paint company for doing this. And as we make our way to the sun deck, one of the vessels that was here, another San Lorenzo called Scorpion, they've left now, they've been launched in the water, and you can see the other workers and contractors doing work on other boats. And so we're inside the shed in the hangar here. We had all our life rafts now returned. They've had their annual service. I did a video on that. We've had the life rafts all craned up. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link just here. So make sure to check out that video where we had the 4 life rafts, 2 on starboard side, 2 on port side, lifted, taken actually back to France for its annual service, along with our inflatable life jackets. We had the extinguishers serviced, the immersion suits done. What else we had done? The search and rescue transporter needed replacing. We replaced that. The EPIRB's all good, and getting ready now, because I think in about 6 or 7 weeks time it'll be time to launch AWOL. Once we're in the water, we'll have to do a few tests. We have to do our annual class survey, annual flag survey, and then once that is done, we'll start heading down to the sea, because we're in Pisa at the moment, up the canal. Do a few sea trials, put the radar mast back on, and also going through the hiring process, where we'll be hiring 1 more crew member. Yeah, so all good. Yeah, and finally, actually, delighted to announce that Harry, who was the chase boat captain, not last year, but the last few years before then, is returning this year to Motor Yacht AWOL. Will be running the chase boat. Now, Harry, this winter we've started AWOL, a winter of luxury, which is a ski chalet in Verbier, which Harry's been managing over the winter with Chef Alex, and it's been very successful. If you're interested in seeing more information about Winter of Luxury, check out the link in the description, because it's a really cool chalet. Sleeps up to 16 guests in Verbier. You're looked after by Harry, who's the top level ski instructor you can get in Switzerland, I think at level 4, and Alex, who is a really great chef that's worked under Michelin star chef, so you know you'll be in great hands. So that's really the update at the moment on AWOL. As always, guys, do browse the channel, do consider subscribing and clicking that bell notification, because in the following 6-7 weeks there's some really cool content coming. The launch of AWOL, the new crew arriving. We've got Chef James arriving back this week, Thursday. Next week, Thursday. And looking forward to welcoming him back and getting ready for the 2020 summer season. So guys, again, please do click that thumbs up button, because it really does help, and I look forward to seeing you all next video.